Good morning. I wanted to make this video because last night I had an episode and sorry, I'm getting emotional just because I'm replaying back like what happened, so it's kind of like watching a bad movie in your brain. So normally some of my friends know, but I pretty much stay home a lot. But my boyfriend knows. I don't even think my family knows. But for about, I say about 2 years, I have started to like have tremors. And it started out really small. And I would just look down and be like, well, why is, like, for example, like, why is my hand shaking? Or Johnny would be like, oh, your head's shaking or whatever. And uh, kind of just like little movements back and forth. And I didn't think nothing of it, it just like nothing. And so it just progressively would be a little more animated. And to where I don't want to go outside because I don't want to be walking and looking crazy. And I mean, I did go to a meeting here where I live, and it was pretty bad that day. And I was trying so hard not to shake, and I didn't know what it was. It's just something that's been happening, and I figured, oh, I'm not dying, so it's just something, maybe old age or something. I'm getting old. I'm at 40. I'll be 43, and it was kind of embarrassing, even though nobody was looking at me because we were watching the landlord here talk and stuff about new rules and stuff, and I was just hyper aware of it when I'm around other people. Usually it just happens at home, and sometimes I'm not even aware of it until Johnny tells me, hey, you're shaking. Um, so I'm like, fuck, okay. Um, so it happens maybe like every other day. Um, you know, uh, I try to see like what is there triggers to it, like hot or cold, because I know like the first time, well, at one time it was really bad at the meeting. We were sitting out kind of in a direct sunlight, and it was getting hot, and I don't do good with heat or cold. And I thought maybe just it was the heat. I don't know. Um, but then it happens when I'm comfortable in my home, and then it will happen like when fuck, I think it's starting when I'm sleeping. And so last night we had a good dinner, and I grilled some steak and ribeye. It was super yummy. And I marinated some shrimp, which is Johnny's favorite. So we marinated it. I mean, like a honey garlic marinade, and marinated that. And I even bought the bamboo sticks to put them on the skewers. And uh, it was really nice. It was really nice. And we were watching one of our favorite shows, American Gods. And I was pretty much full. Like, I had finished all my steak and a couple skewers of shrimp, and then we just had some Caesar salad with it. It was really yummy, and it was really special to us because that's like our favorite. And because of the economy, we don't do a lot for ourselves. And in our situation, I don't work, and so it was just a little bit of a little something I wanted to do for him because he's so great to me and takes care of me. I don't have money to buy expensive fancy things, but I guess just a nice dinner of the things that he likes, and put a little effort into it, extra effort I should say, because I cook dinner every night. So there's effort every night. But um it was really, really nice. It was really nice. And then I think I was done eating, and we were just watching the show, and I guess I started shaking again like I normally do. Having my tremors, and I didn't, I don't mind. It doesn't bother me really. Like, I don't, if I don't notice it, but I guess it started getting really, really animated. Like, um, I can't really remember like exactly what I was doing, but I'm pretty sure like I remember like my I was sitting down. Luckily, I wasn't standing up. Usually, I'm sitting down anyway, so it happens when I'm sitting down or laying in bed. But I have walked when this happened before and looked funny. I was at Dollar General and I was like, oh my god, please don't let this keep on going. Um, but I remember like leaning into him. I think he was holding me because I was being so violent, and I remember like trying to breathe. Like I couldn't breathe, which was weird because that's never happened before. And I got really emotional. And I think I think thinking back is I think that I was getting frustrated because I couldn't stop what was happening. So I started crying, and I wasn't sad. I was mad. And I was like, "What the hell? You're ruining my night." So I could feel him. I could feel him getting nervous. Like I could feel him um getting frustrated or getting worried because it's never like gone on that long before, and it's never been to where I um was animated. And we live in a trailer, so it's like and we had our food. We have like little TV trays, so like the food was, everything was like right in front of us, so it was kind of like and maybe he was trying to move stuff, I don't know. But I guess it wouldn't stop. And eventually it stopped, and I was like, shit, did I just have a seizure or something? Because that's not like normal. That's not normal. And he's like, oh shit, I don't know, what should I do? So I'm like googling, what is a seizure? What should you do if you have one? uh um and while I'm doing this, I still think I still have a little bit of tremors going on, but I'm fully like aware and everything. So um he was just kind of like in, I think he was just like in the kitchen or something, just talking to me or something. And then I was like, well, let me ask my mom, because I always ask my mom's like my go-to, like if I have a question about things in life that I really don't know, I'm just like, let me call my mom. Uh so I called my mom, and uh apparently I was not apparently the way I was uh, at, acting was not normal to her, even on the phone, because I could hear her response to me, and I could hear the elevation in her voice, and I knew maybe I sounded kind of messed up. So I was like, whoop. um but she said I should go to the hospital, and I said, okay, I'll go, because I've been to the hospital a lot, and it's like when you go to the emergency room, it, it's really a setback in your mind, because I'm going to be here for hours. They're going to just do the bare minimum and say follow up with your PCP, and I'm like, and that is exactly what they did. Um, so So it's like you kind of want to go, because you're like, well, shit, what if something else happens, like major, and you're not at a hospital, or is this the peak of it? So if this is the peak of it, then I'm cool. I'll just go home. But my mom sounded worried, and Johnny was worried. So I think they were more worried than I was, because I was I am kind of used to it. Um, because they don't see me all the time. I have these little things that, and I'm home alone. And I don't realize it's happening when I'm alone unless I attempt to do a task. if I'm just sitting here reading or sitting here watching TV or something where I'm not moving or having to talk, like it, I don't notice it. But if I try to pick up a coffee or pick up something or go wash dishes or cook or something, I can see I can see my hands from my perspective looking down. I could see, oh shit, okay, something's going on. My hands are moving funky, or I can't hold on to things, which has happened over the past. That's why I think that's why I stabbed myself in the leg with the knife when I dropped the cutting board. So that was last week. So um so we ended up just going to the hospital, and when we left, I was pretty much calm. Like I wasn't like having this stuff happening. Um, and then when we got in the car, I think I like I think I don't know if I passed out, but I remember like not having any control over my body, and I think I was just sitting there. I don't know what's happening. Johnny was driving, so I don't know. And and then I snapped out of it, and we were talking, and I remember talking about like where he has to turn, because he was taking me on the back roads to the hospital, which he never really drives. I drive all the time because I go that way to pick up Adam when I'm meeting Nelson at work, to pick up Adam or drop him off. So I'm glad I was aware enough to tell him how to get to the hospital. um, so so not long before we got there, I think I started to um, do it again. I was able to stand up and walk a little bit, but the guy was like, "No, just sit there and I mean, stand there, and we're gonna get you a wheelchair." And so we got a wheelchair, and of course they wouldn't let Johnny in, which sucks, because I understand, because like coronavirus, but he's like my rock. And when you go, into a hospital, not knowing what's going on and what's happening, it was really hard on me to, it was really hard to see him stay away. Because he had helped me, he was like, when it was happening at home, he was there, and he was making sure I was okay, and he's always there for me. So I just had these strangers around, and they were nice though, but they just put me in a room, and I just kind of was there by myself for a while I was having fits, and it was coming on really strong. They didn't give me the medicine, and I was trying so hard to act normal, and it's hard. So they gave me a couple IVs, and they gave me some what's that, uh fluids, I don't know what it is. And then it was going on, it was going on for a long time. Like it would peak, and then it would come down, and I would be lucid. I would just be like, oh, okay, well, what are you putting in me now? Just having a conversation, no speech impediments, no, my body would relax. Um, and then next thing you know, it's like my body would just tense up, and I was like, I would always go to the right side. Like I was like my body would like angle to the right side, so I was my arms were outstretched a lot. I know it was kind of weird. I could see that because it was in my line of vision. But my hands were my fingers were pointing in weird directions, and my arms were um out. I think my legs were moving. I don't remember on my legs. I just remember what I could see in my line of vision, because sometimes I'd have my eyes closed, but sometimes I would have my eyes open, and whatever was in my line of vision I could see. Um, so, yeah, it was scary because, I've always been pretty calm, like, in emergency situations. Like, I've always been like, okay, well, relax, calm, I've never really been one to do that. I don't know. And, to have it happen to you, how could you be calm for yourself when you don't even know what's going on? And the nurses were nice. They were. There was a couple nurses there that were nice, but some were just, I understand they're overworked. I understand that. So some of them were just like robots. But then a couple were like super sweet, and they were comforting. Because obviously I didn't know what the hell was going on. So, that was nice. They've already seen it before, so they knew what was going on. So I just wanted you guys to know. I'm sorry, I'm so emotional. I hate it, but I'm only 42. I don't want this to get worse. I mean, I just think about my sons. And, I just think about my family, and, you know, I'm not saying it's just fatal or anything, but it's just you think the worst case scenario. And I'm too young to leave my children. Okay, I need to stop because I look ugly when I cry. But it's probably good to just get it out, Um, I only talked to Johnny, and Johnny was there, so he knows what happened. Um, but I just wanted to let y'all know that I'm okay, for anybody out there who might give a damn. And we'll just see. I hope it doesn't happen again, but if it probably will, since when you people that have seizures have them, have them, well, not even frequently, but like, they continue to have them. So I don't know why this would start at a later age, because this never happened when I was younger. So if you guys like know what might be going on or something, just like let me know. Um, maybe I might have Johnny like videotape me when it's happening. I've never had him do that before. Well, no, I lie. This was months ago, and he said I was shaking, and he showed me, and yeah, my body was just a little shaky. Not dramatically or what anything, because I didn't believe him. Because I was like, I feel fine. What are you talking about? And sure enough, so I don't know if seizures do that, where they just progress over time and get worse. I don't know. I tried to research it online, but of course, it's not. I just the questions that I have in my head are not being answered just by looking at like signs and symptoms and like things. And I try to look at videos on YouTube of people having seizures to see like if that is comparable to what I was having. And I didn't realize there were so many different types of seizures. I'm like, well, shit. I don't know. Uh, so, uh, so that really didn't help me too much. Um, because I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. If it's, I thought a seizure was just like, it happens and it's a seizure. Like, what is it when you just have tremors or trembling or whatever you want to call it, but you're fully aware? Like, you don't feel like your brain is having issues. It's just your body. So I don't know. I don't know. These are the questions in my mind. So normally I wouldn't post a video on this type of stuff, but we're in a world now where everything is being communicated, via video or whatever, since we can't see people. And so I was thinking of having him videotape me just so I could see what's happening, which I kind of have an idea because when it's happening, you can kind of see like in your peripheral, and I could see how my body's reacting. I can't necessarily look down and see what's happening, but because my face would sometimes stay in one position, but I could see like kind of a little bit what's happening. But it would be nice to get another perspective. And you know, uh, since I searched on YouTube, I couldn't really find too much. I think it would help because maybe there's somebody out there that this happens to. I don't know. If there is, I don't know who is. Maybe I need to research more. So, well, I just want to say thank you to my mom. Thank you to Johnny. And my son Adam, he's so cute. He texted me this morning. He was like, "Are you okay? I hope you're okay." And I was like, "Yeah." Like, I was thinking, why is he texting me this? I don't understand. But I guess I had posted on Facebook like I had 2 seizures, but I didn't, and that's about it. Oh, like, I guess while I was like lucid in the hospital, and I forgot I did that until this morning, and then I looked at it and I was like, "Oh, my baby was checking on me." So, um, enough of the tears. I have a huge mess in my kitchen because I cooked us a nice meal last night. I was doing laundry and I cooked us a nice meal. And when you live in a travel trailer, like, it gets messy fast. So, like, waking up this morning and seeing like skewers and I do not have the energy to clean this today. I don't. But it has to get done. So, all right, enough of me. I hope you guys all have a good day. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you have any answers, please give me some answers. Okay. Bye.